We're done. Have you ever reached a point in dealing with people where you realize they're never going to change and you're just pouring yourself, your energy, your time, your emotion into a bottomless pit? It's difficult enough to overcome the sunk cost fallacy when it comes to money we've invested. We keep investing simply because we've already invested in it, even though it's lost all value. But it's infinitely harder when it comes to people we've invested our hearts into. That's why it's so difficult to look at someone in that situation and say, we're done, and mean it. We keep looking for some sign of a change that gives us hope they were worth the investment. As Hosea winds down his prophecy to Israel, it is clear God has come to his we're done moment. Shall I ransom them from the power of Sheol? Shall I redeem them from death? O death, where are your thorns? O Sheol, where is your sting? Compassion will be hidden from my sight. Hosea 13, verse 14. While this passage is used in the New Testament for a renewed hope in Jesus, that's not the case here. God has had it with Israel and was about to let them fall forever. Though he flourishes among the reeds, an east wind will come, the wind of the Lord coming up from the wilderness, and his fountain will become dry, and his spring will be dried up. It will plunder his treasury of every precious article. Samaria will be held guilty, for she has rebelled against her God. They will fall by the sword. Their little ones will be dashed in pieces, and their pregnant women will be ripped open. Hosea 13, verses 15 and 16. Stunning language. Yet justified because God had relentlessly worked for 200 plus years to preserve Israel in his effort to turn their hearts to him. Hosea lived it for them with his unfaithful spouse, and continued to preach all the way up to the end. Israel went into captivity in the days of Ahaz and Hezekiah, Hosea 1, verse 1. Two passages in the Old Testament book of 2 Kings tells a remarkable tale of God's mercy up to the very end. During the days of Jeroboam II, a prosperous time, we're told, the Lord did not say that he would blot out the name of Israel, but he saved them by the hand of Jeroboam, 2 Kings 14, verse 27. But just 30 years later, we're told, the Lord rejected all the descendants of Israel until he had cast them out of his sight. 2 Kings 17, verse 20. God finally said, we're done. How long will God work with us? We don't know when God will say, we're done to us, and we simply don't want to find out. So let's heed the warnings given by Hosea and do what God says before we suffer the ultimate fate of him casting us out of his sight. Thank you for watching Morning Minutes in the Bible. I'm an American missionary. Until next time, this is James McClenny, hoping you have a great day.